Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdul Ghani Naufal bin Khasamsurani. Today, I'm gonna do a interaction training presentation for my internship at UniSHAM Library. First of all, for the overview, the duration of my internship are for 6 months, which is started on 5th August 2024 and finish on 16 January 2025. The objective of my internship is to apply academic knowledge to real life tasks and gain practical experience. Now we go to the chapter 1 of this presentation, which is the introduction. This chapter will cover the topic, which is the background of the organization and organization structure. The history of the UniSHAM Library. The UniSHAM Library is the academic library of the IPTS under Sultan Abdul Halim Muazzam Shah International Islamic University that's supporting the educational and research needs of its students and staff. UniSHAM is owned by the Kedah State Government, comprising 6 kuliah and 4 centers of studies. It offers a total of 42 programs across different academic levels, from foundation level to the highest level, which is Doctor of Philosophy. The objective of UniSHAM Library. The first one is to fulfill the university requirement in supporting the processes of teaching, learning, research, and the sharing of expertise. Second, to offer and manage services and facilities that provide high quality library information tailored to customer needs. Next, to enhance consumer engagement with lifelong learning program. And lastly, to develop, document, and maintain resources that address learning needs. The mission of UniSHAM Library. The first one is to provide leadership in the advancement of library and information management of university. The second one is to strengthen the infrastructure of science and libraries to ensure equal access to information. The third one is to become a center of excellence for information and coordinate effort to promote Islamic excellence and other related areas. Next is to foster a reading culture and encourage creative thinking among staff and students aligned with the goal of developing a creative Islamic university. Next is to coordinate, maintain, and support the use of information through both traditional and digital format. And lastly, to promote achievement and the application of global knowledge to produce graduates who are both knowledgeable and ethical. The vision of UniSHAM Library is to be a library that have consistently upheld Allah guidance in its effort to enhance the quality of education to international standard. Here is the location and the address information of the UniSHAM Library. Here the contact information for the UniSHAM Library, which is for the office, circulation counter, head of service department, and email. For the operation hours of the UniSHAM Library, as you can see, there are two categories, which is during semester and during semester break. Here is the organization structure of the UniSHAM Library. As you can see on the top, we have Deputy Vice Chancellor, and under he is Chief Assistant Librarian. Now we will go to the chapter 2, which is the organization information. On this chapter, we will be cover two topic, which is the departmental structure and function, and the second one is the services and facilities in the library. The first one is the service division. Under the service division, there are three units. The first one is gallery, archive, reference, and repository units. The second unit is customer services or circulation unit, and the third unit is automation, digitization, and publication units. The gallery, archive, reference, and repository department manage special collection like rare book, historical document, and university archives. These materials are important for research and special academic projects, especially for students working on thesis or lecturer conducting research. In addition to protecting this research, this department helps users to find the material they need, whether it's by guiding students to relevant books or providing access to digital copies of rare documents. The department is key in preserving important academic and historical content for future use by students and staff. The customer service or circulation unit is where students, lecturers, and staff go to borrow and return materials. This department manages the library checkout system, ensuring that books, journals, and other resources are available when needed. The staff help users to find materials, renew loans, and resolve issues with library accounts. They also manage different membership types for students, faculty, and staff, making sure each group has access to the appropriate resource. This department play a big role in ensuring everyone has a good experience at the library. The automation, digitization, and publication unit helps make the library more efficient by automating process and improving access to digital resource. This includes managing the library online catalog, which is opaque, and other digital systems that makes finding and borrowing material easier for students and staff. This department also works to convert physical materials like old book or paper into digital formats, making them available online for easy access. Additionally, they manage the publication of library-related materials such as newsletter and report to keep the UniSHAM community informed about news resource and event. Now we go to the second division, which is Administration and Development Division. On this division, there are three units, which is Knowledge Resource Development Unit, Technical and Material Maintenance Unit, and lastly, Asset Management, Gift and Exhibition Units. The Knowledge Resource Development Unit works to improve and expand the library's collections. This department ensures that library has books, journals, and other materials that meet the academic needs of students and faculty. They work closely with the lecturers to acquire textbooks and research materials that are required for courses and projects. The department also keeps the library's collection up to date by adding new resources that align with the academic trends and student interests. The Technical and Materials Maintenance Unit makes sure that the library's physical and digital resources are in a good condition. They repair and maintain books, journals, and other materials, ensuring that they remain usable for students and staff. The department also manages the library's technology like computer and the online catalog system, making sure that everything works properly and that students and staff can easily access online resources and tools. For the last unit, the Asset Management, Gift and Exhibition Unit is in charge of managing the library's assets such as donated books or materials. This department ensures that any donations to the library are properly catalogued and added to the collections. They also organize exhibitions that showcase special collection of student and faculty works. This exhibition might highlight research, important events, or themes related to the university. This department helps raise awareness of the library resource and bring the UniSham community together through these education displays. Now we go to the services and facilities in the library. These services and facilities help users to gain access to the library resource. Those services and facilities are circulation services, computer station and tab hub, OPEX services, toilet and prayer hall, local services, silent study zone, e-resources, carol room, discussion room, gallery, photocopy machine, game zone, cafe corner, and lastly, lobby, which is to study loop zone. Now we go to the next chapter, which is chapter 3, industrial training activities. On this chapter, we will cover three topics, which is training activities, special project, and lastly, program and activities involved throughout industrial training. During the first 3 weeks of my internship, I worked in the customer services unit where I gained practical experience in national library services. This phase helped me develop strong communication and customer services skill, learning how to interact with library users while managing library material efficiently. The key activity on this unit, which include check-in and check-out procedure, membership services, shelf management, assessing petrol with acquiring, and lastly, processing hold and renewal. In the Knowledge Resource Development Unit, I gain exposure to the processes that contribute to the growth and enhancement of the library collection. This unit helped me understand the importance of strategic collection development in meeting the academic and research needs of the university community. The key activities in this unit are cataloging and classification, collection development, vendor coordination, digital resource management, and lastly, needs assessment. In the Assets and Gift Management Unit, I get valuable experience in managing library asset and donation. This unit allows me to understand the crucial role donation play in expanding library resource, as well as the challenges involved in tracking and managing donated material. The key tasks in this unit are processing gift and donation, inventory management, donor communication, and lastly, asset taking. During my time in the automation, digitization, and publication unit, I gained hand-on experience in the application of modern library technologies. This unit gave me insight into how libraries are adapting to the digital age, particularly in terms of automation and digital resource management, both of which are crucial for modern library services. The key activities for the unit are digitization project, library management system support, publication of library material, e-resource access management, and last one is website and online presence. For the technical and material maintenance unit, in this unit I gain practical experience in the upkeep and maintenance of library material and equipment. This unit helped me understand the importance of proper maintenance to ensure the library materials and equipment remain in a good condition for long-term use. The key activity for this unit is book repairing and binding, equipment maintenance, shelf organization and material handling, and last one is library space management. In the gallery, archive, reference, and repository units, I had the opportunity to work with the library's special collection and digital archive. This unit deepened my appreciation for preserving library resource and the role of archive and special collection in the maintaining institutional memories. The key activity for this unit are archival management, reference services, repository management, and lastly, special collection preservations. The final stage of my internship focused on the preparation of my industrial training report. During this period, I document experience, which is I compile all my experience, activity, and skill I developed during my internship across the various units. Next, I reflect on learning, which is I reflect on how to training activity contribute to my personal and professional growth and how they enhance my knowledge of library management. The next is I learn how to meet a recommendation based on my observation and the feedback received during the internship, highlighting areas for improvement and suggesting new approach. And lastly, I work with my supervisor to ensure that the final report accurately reflects the skill and knowledge I gained and was prepared for submissions. Now for the special project. Every week, I create an infographic that highlights a specific piece of literature, whether it's a book, article, or thesis available in the library's collection. The infographic includes key detail about the resource such as its title, author, main ideas, and why it might be useful for student or researcher. After designing the infographic, I posted it on the library main Facebook page to share the resource with our followers. This helped promote the library's collection, make it easier for people to discover useful material, and encourage them to explore more resources available in our database. For the program and activity involved throughout industrial training, here, I have divided it into each month, which is from August, September, October, November, December, and lastly on January. Now, for the final chapter, we will go to the chapter 4, which is the conclusion. On this chapter, we will cover four topics, which is application of knowledge, skill, and experience in undertaking the task. The second one is personal talk and opinion. Next is lesson learned, and lastly, the limitation and recommendations. During my library internship, I had the chance to use what I had learned in my studies and apply it to real tasks. The internship helped me understand how to put theory into practice. The first knowledge I gained is how to use of library system. One of the most important things that I did was use the library's management system, which helped track books and other material. I had learned about this system before, but working with them directly helped me understand how important it is to keep everything organized. I helped check out books, added new material into system, and guide people on how to find things using the library catalog. The next knowledge I gained is on research and reference skill. I also used the research skill I had learned in school. I help library visitor find books, article, or other resource. This was especially important when a patron need help with a research project. I used database and other resources to help them find the information they needed, which made me realize how important it is to how know the search for information in both physical and digital format. The next knowledge that I gain is on how to apply my communication skill when assisting library users. Sometimes I had to answer questions or help patrons with things like finding books or using the library's computer. For example, when a person had trouble locating a book, I helped them search the catalog and guide them to the right shelf. This made me realize how important it is to stay calm and helpful when assisting patrons. The next one is organization and cataloging. A big part of my job was organizing books and material in the library. I apply what I learned about classification system like the Dewey Decimal System to make sure that books were in the right order. Keeping everything organized helped people find what they need easily and had to pay close attention to detail to make sure nothing was misplaced. And the last one is event support. I learned help I also learned how to help with event at the library like reading program and food shop. I assist with setting up, checking in participant, and make sure everything runs smoothly. This gave me hand-on experience in event planning and taught me how to manage tasks in a busy environment. Personal thoughts and opinion. The internship was an eye-opening experience for me. It gave me a better understanding of what it's like to work in a library and helped me realize what I enjoy most of the job. The first one is the impact of the internship. Working in the library involves much work and just than managing a book. Library are places where people come to information, help, and communication, and I start to appreciate how important libraries are in their everyday life. Next is career insight. I realized I enjoy working directly with people and assisting them with finding information. This made me more interested in career in reference services where I can help others with their research. The next one is interaction with library patrons. I had the chance to meet people from all walks of life and assist them with various needs, whether it was helping children find books for their school project or guiding older patrons with technology. This interaction helped me see how libraries serve as important community centers. Next is challenge encounters. For example, at one time, one patron wanted a rare book, and I had to think creatively to locate it. Even though it was stressful at time, I learned how to stay calm and ask for help when needed and think of solution. And lastly, the skill development. The internship helped me improve several skills. I become better at communication with people, whether it was explaining how the catalog worked or answering questions. I also learned how to organize my time better, making sure to complete tasks like solving book while also helping users. The internship was a great experience for me, and I took away many important lessons that will help me in my future career. The first lesson that I learned is professional skill. I learned how important it is to keep things organized in a library. Cataloging and shelving may seem simple, but they are crucial for making sure people can find what they need. This taught me to pay attention to small detail and to be precise when doing tasks. The next lesson is time management. One of the biggest lessons I learned was how to manage my time efficiently. At the library, there are many tasks to be handled at once. For helping patrons to organize material, I had to learn how to prioritize my tasks so that everything was done on time, which helped me become more efficient. The next lesson is teamwork and collaboration. Working with other library staff and interns taught me the importance of teamwork. Libraries often rely on many people to get things done, whether it's organizing events or helping patrons. I learned that good communication and cooperation with others are key to make sure everything runs smoothly. Next is customer service. Another valuable lesson was learning how to provide good customer services. When working in a library, it's important to be patient, especially when dealing with frustrated or confused users. I learned that listening carefully and be kind can help solve problems and make people feel welcome. For the limitation, the first one that I found was a staff shortage. The library faced a lack of staff, particularly in the customer service department, making it difficult to manage patrons' inquiries and workload efficiently. Other departments also experienced staffing shortage. The next limitation is unclear operating hours. Many patrons were confused about the library closing time, leading to misunderstanding, especially near the end of the days. And the last one is unnecessary overtime hours. The library remained open during nights and weekends despite low user demands, leading to wasted resource and increased operation costs. Recommendations. The first one is increased staffing. Hiring additional staff in customer service and other departments would help distribute the workload more efficiently and improve service quality for patrons. Next is clarify operating hours. Clear communication of the actual closing time on site and memos would help prevent confusion and manage patron expectation. And the last one is adjust overtime hours. Reducing operating hours during low traffic periods such as nights and weekends would help optimize resource and lower operational costs. That's all for my presentation on my industrial training. Thank you.